Welcome back to Magic Gathering Strat. This is a new play draft. I'm playing Magic 2013 Phantom Draft with 4 players. It's quite different from the 8 player drafts. And I am in the finals against one of these guys. Uh, let's look at the deck. I'm playing Affinity. No, I'm not playing Affinity. We have to go local. There it is, NPD. We have a horrible curve. I don't think I'm gonna do a proper evaluation of this. I will do a proper evaluation. You should always properly evaluate your drafting skills. So I will do it. Mogflankes have been very bad in the deck with these few creatures. All the removal has been awesome. The mana curve is horrible. The decision not to go white was hard, but without Evolving Wilds and without Farseek, I don't like playing 3 colors in M13 because you will lose random duels to Mana Screw, and losing random duels is a great way not to win the draft. So if my opponents can lose random duels and I don't, I feel that's a very big edge. I'm playing 18 lands because I want to hit 4 mana. And Packy T92 has won with 2-0. So he is our opponent in the final. Bearded Savage thinks that Packy will win it all, but I will stop him. Okay, it's the final. His deck is absolutely crushing everybody. But I think this is pretty much the nut draw. He should be blue-green. Probably not blue, but there's a lot of green cards I haven't seen. And he takes a mulligan. And I hope he is Mana Screw. No, I don't hope that. It's just a new player. Yes, I do. I'm a crazy spike. I want to win. I always want to win. And he is green. He doesn't play an elf. I didn't see any elves. That's good. And now Flames of the Firebrand appear against another deck. I think he should be blue, actually. But blue-green is very bad at removing stuff. And now he's gonna let me smash him with the Muckwader. And that's like the only fast start I can ever get. And he doesn't have his second color. And I have the flames to remove a centaur next turn. Or do I even have to remove a centaur? Because I can regenerate. Regenerate costs 3 and he doesn't have the centaur. I'm not that scared of his deck. Wow. Yeah, green can't do anything about this. So it looks like a pretty strong play. And then now he's gonna play like Island and Summon. I still suspect he's blue. The draft couldn't support his white. Wow, so they cannibalized each other and I took 2 of their pacifisms. Though there's now a big chance of Crimson Muckwader doing something else. But he doesn't! And I get to keep beating on. So let's do just that. And white-green will have a big problem with this guy. And I think it's the shade here now, right? Waiting with the removal for something better. Regeneration is not something I need to worry about. If he 2-for-1s me, by this time it's okay. The Muck Raider has served its purpose. But he needs to block both of these creatures, otherwise he dies next turn. Acidic Slime will destroy my vampire. My Marked Vampire, yeah, but it won't really save him. So I'm still in the driver's seat. It's just... I need 3 mana for regeneration. Or I could just kill everybody. I'm gonna save the murder. And this way I can pump him to 3 and I can regenerate him. And I'm lethal, so I'm gonna kill the Timberpack Wolf anyway. And I wouldn't win the game if I killed the Timberpack Wolf with a murder. Once again I'm lethal, and now 1 creature won't do it. Playing 2 creatures will save him. And he's just playing 1 creature. Though it's Thragtusk! And that changes a lot. That's Thragtusk and Slime, pretty good cards. Okay, this way I can murder the Thragtusk and get by the creature. Yeah. And he probably won't block. Or will he? Yes, he will. But that was a great Thragtusk. And of course Thragtusk is incredibly broken in Magic 2013 draft. How will you get out of this, sir? Pack leader. Well, he's another dead icon. But I see how this deck could just crush me. Fog! His deck was pretty impressive. And I definitely feel like an underdog for next game. Thragtusk, Slime, Pack Leader. I'm glad I have removal. And Pacifist. Wow. And then he goes and play Harvest. And does nothing. Wow, that was crazy. I looked at his deck and thought, wow, that deck is so good. And then he goes and does something like that. You should never play this. This is a 15 pick, so it's better to play basic land. That card does nothing, as you will see now. It really won me the game, as strange as it might seem. I'm threatening 8 points of damage here, so he could theoretically not block. But this is awesome, because now I can play both my guys. So yes, 7. Mog Flunkies! Duty Bond dead. And now I learned that his last card is Planet Cleansing. And that would actually destroy me. He has 2 Timberpack Wolves. But now he is in for a beating that he probably will not survive. No Yeva. I am just overkilling him here. Because it's fun. Okay, that's 1-0, but his deck looks super strong and he had some mana problems there. I didn't see any artifacts, I just saw broken cards. Maybe I need Kindle Fury. Or maybe I need Fire Elemental. Flunkies could easily be bad in this matchup, but he has no removal. So Flunkies will eventually play a role. Anything else that's bad? Rummaging Goblin? No. Well, I shall have faith in my deck. Maybe Mark of the Vampire. But I didn't see any removal, so he can just remove it with Acidic Slime. I'm happy as is. And often you should be. I think people sideboard way too much. Maybe not in limited. Okay. So I'm facing off against the Thragtusk pack leader. Imagine having pack leader out and playing Thragtusk. That's like ecstasy. But I did send him that Thragtusk, so I am to blame. Maybe I should have hated it, because it is so hard to handle. But I have to trust in double murder and stuff, and I just have to remove the Thragtusk twice. This is a pretty awesome hand. I have this lightning fast start. And that's probably what I need against him. But if I don't find the land, or if he just keeps finding land, but I do find the land. And Rummaging Goblin will rummage all my troubles away. Okay, I need to win this. Focus. Stay focused. Be the wind. Timberpack Wolf. And I just keep throwing good stuff. Flunkies. I will block with both my creatures if he attacks. I don't want him to be on the offensive. I want to set up God, I hope he doesn't go pack leader Thragtusk. Okay. Yeah, that's absolutely okay. 3-5. It'll take a while to kill it, but he doesn't attack. So he's just setting himself up for a 2-for-1 here. And I think I'm playing Goblin. Or I can actually 2-for-1 him with Servant of Nephrox now if he attacks. So maybe it's the Servant. And then the shade. Goblin and Geyser places like a question on me. What do I do with the lands? He's now a 4/6. Do I want to 2/2 him here? But he doesn't attack and he's way too defensive. He's thinking that he has the long-term game. But I don't think he does. How big will this guy be? He will be 5/4. I do need to find the land. I'm happy just to set up here. And next turn I can get Muckwader and Goblin online. I have absolutely no reason to attack, and he is of course biding his time until Pack Leader comes. Can I kill the Pack Leader? Pack Leader is maybe even worse than a Thragtusk. I'm actually happy if he plays a Thragtusk now. But if he plays a Pack Leader, I don't have the red mana. And of course without a red man... Wow! It's the Tree Wolves! This is interesting. I really need my second red mana, so I'm gonna play Rummaging Goblin. And I think I'm gonna take this. Strange as it might seem. Wow. I want to get a lot of cards here. They are 4/4. Certain Nephrox will be 5/5 if he attacks. I can't set this up yet, can I? Should I just get the flunkies? Get 3 lives, 3 cards. Is that good enough? And then I can just jump block with the Disciple of Bolas. I will have all the cards I ever wanted. If I attack, he will just double block it. Yes, that's what I'm doing. That's pretty good. Still no red mana. And the wolves are pretty big, so killing one wolf is high priority now. So I will double block a wolf with the Disciple and the Servant. So then I can Searing Spear another wolf. And I might be good. Though this wolf I can do very little about. But here they come. So now I have a fighting chance. Yeah, I'm double blocking one of them. I'm taking 9. And next turn I can cast the Shade and Searing Spear one of them. Except if Thragtusk or something broken shows up. So after the bolt, that guy will just be 3/5. Mountain! But here's the thing that makes my calculation really bad. He's the lone green drafter at the table. And there goes the mountain. Which is a shame. Okay, so my shade gets to be a 4/4. I will reduce his Timberpack Wolf to 3/3, a 3/5, so I can actually block that while killing the other Timberpack Wolf. And that buys me time for something. I take 2 damage. Uh, if he has anything, I am toast. Hopefully he doesn't. Yeah, play the Thragtusk before attacking. But that Thragtusk is actually not the problem right now. He's just next turn's problem. But I think I might be able to live through all this crap. Wait a minute. I can kill that Timberpack Wolf. Uh, okay, he's now 3/5 and I can block him. And you didn't accomplish anything that turn. And Rummaging Goblin is still not on the field. And I still need to block a 3/5 and a 5/3 and a bloody 2/2. So now I can Volcanic Geyser for 4. I still think it's Muckwader Shade, but who's gonna block anything then? Muckwader is a great blocker here. And actually when I play it, I can block with the Duty Bound Dead as well. So maybe I'm good here. And next turn I can send the wolf back to hell. But I'm gonna need to kill that. Oh, it's just a Vastal Gorge. I'm not afraid of that. And that's what he has. And I get to play yet another turn. I can now block for 6 and actually survive. But playing the fire elemental here looks like a good thing to do, because it can kill the Timberpack Wolf. And then the Shade is just a 3/3, and it can kill the Thragtusk or the Slime, but I can't block. I did play a land. Or should I just sit back behind regeneration walls and hope, and then Geyser something at the end of his turn or in the middle of combat? That's what I'm gonna do. He seems too defensive. Yeah, I didn't do anything. Wow. Okay. I'm taking out the wolf. Now Shade can be a 4/4, which doesn't do much. Regenerating all of this costs 7. But of course he won't attack now. But I need to deploy something, so I'm gonna cast the Shade. Get myself another land. And hope he once again doesn't attack. But if he does, I might need to trade here. Something for something. Yeah, and here they come. So I think trading the Muckwader for the Thragtusk, it has to be done. And then blocking the Gorger with the Duty-Bound Dead. Just taking 2. Maybe it's better to have the Muckwader. Yeah, it's probably better to have the Muckwader. So I'm saving the Muckwader here, changing my mind mid-combat. Do I need 2 shades? Well, I kind of like it. And if I sit back hiding behind swamps now, I have protection from the shades. So I can play Rummaging Goblin and start rummaging. And Muckwader can still kill and block Acidic Slime and the Thragtusk token. Seven shades. Feels good. But I still haven't stabilized. If he attacks with everything, I can block something with the Muckwader and kill something else. Pacifist now would suck. I'm glad I have redundant shades. What else have I not seen that he has that's bad? I've survived the wolves. It's the pack leader. Yeah, Divine Favor. Fuck it, I don't care. I'm just gonna let the shade go against you. Or can I do that? Hey. Okay. So I let the Muckwader die. I kill the Thragtusk token. I kill the Gorger. I'm at 4. If he has Titanic Growth, I die. So it might actually be the case that I let the Goblin go. But who's gonna block that slime? Fire Elemental will, and then I will be left with the shade. So that's what I'm doing. I will be left with 2 shades actually. Okay. So the shade will be a 7/7. And there is a Titanic growth. And I was very clever to block with the goblin. Yes. Very nice. So, how big are you now? 5/6, and I can go to 6/6. So I will just cast this turn to slag. Two for wanting you again. And then I will go to town with Fire Elemental Bat. Fire Elemental does not fight Vasto Gorger very well. So we are at an impasse until I draw one of my murder, and then I can hit you for a lot. Fire Elemental with Mark of the Vampire will do nicely. Just hope he didn't draw Divine Verdict. But he probably did not, as I hated it out. So I'm 7/6. And Mark of the Vampire is doing nicely. Pack leader can still change all that. I can do 15 damage in a turn. He has drawn 9 lands. At least, and I've drawn 10. So we are pretty much equally flooded. This was quite an interesting game. What are his 2 cards? I hope they are not Divine Verdict. Well, Jeva. What could she do? Not much. So I am gonna kill you now. I was pretty lucky. Being the lone green drafter was a pretty good position for him. And Mark of the Vampire did very well here. How do you stop these crazy giant beasts? You probably just don't. Servant of Nefarox. I'm gonna play him after combat, if there is an after combat. So I am gonna save a black mana. It might be relevant. Liliana's Shade are probably better in... Oh no, you're playing Bountiful Harvest and Fog. They're both 50. Imagine if that was a creature that you could have played earlier. Imagine if it was Pacifism or something. But this just prevents the inevitable. It's So you had the chance of having a really good deck, but you diluted it with cards that don't do anything. Sorry, but you are new players. It's forgiven, but learn that Bountiful Harvest and Fog, never play them. Play basic lands instead. They're just worthless. They're traps. They are skill dividers. Oh, Predatory Rampage, pretty good. But 8 removal spells is the cure for Predatory Rampage. And we won the draft! Yay! Thank you for watching Magic Gathering Strat, playing Magic Gathering Strat, playing in new play draft. Magic 2013.